On December 23, the United States released newly declassified verbatim transcripts detailing private conversations between former U.S. President George Bush and Russian President Vladimir Putin. The documents include word-for-word records of Bush and Putin's meetings and phone calls, covering a critical period in global politics from 2001 through 2008. During a 2001 face-to-face meeting in Slovenia, Vladimir Putin warned George Bush not to overlook Pakistan's growing importance as a nuclear-armed state. Putin bluntly described Pakistan at the time as a military-run state, telling Bush that it was just a junta with nuclear weapons and lacked democratic institutions. He further argued that Western governments were avoiding public criticism of Pakistan and urged the United States to raise the issue more openly. The transcripts reveal that both leaders viewed Pakistan under President Pervez Musharraf as a significant nuclear proliferation risk. Beyond Pakistan, Bush and Putin also held extensive discussions on strategic stability, Iran's nuclear ambitions, North Korea's weapons program, and NATO's eastward expansion. In one notable exchange, Bush described Russia as part of the West and not an enemy, reflecting a more cooperative tone early in their relationship. Another candid dialogue between the two leaders in 2005 again underscored their shared concerns about Pakistan's nuclear security. That discussion focused heavily on the activities of Pakistani scientist Abdul Qadir Khan and his global nuclear proliferation network. AQ Khan had publicly admitted to selling sensitive nuclear technology to multiple countries, including Iran and North Korea. Putin had said, quote, "But it's not clear what the labs Iran have, where they are, cooperation with Pakistan still exists." Bush replied, quote, "I talked to Musharraf about that. I told him we're worried about transfers to Iran and North Korea. They put AQ Khan in jail, and some of his buddies, under house arrest. We want to know what they said. I keep reminding Musharraf of that. Either he's getting nothing, or he's not being forthcoming." Putin added, quote, "As far as I understand, they found uranium of Pakistani origin in the centrifuges." To which Bush replied, "Yes, the stuff the Iranians forgot to tell the IAEA about. That's a violation." Putin said, quote, "It was of Pakistani origin. That makes me nervous." Bush replied, quote, "It makes us nervous too." Putin said, quote, "Think about us." Bush replied, quote, "We don't need a lot of religious nuts with nuclear weapons. That's what Iran has running the country." The transcripts come months after Pakistan's army chief Asim Munir openly warned of a nuclear war from American soil. Addressing an event in Tampa, Florida, Asim Munir had threatened to take down half the world if his country faced an existential threat in a future war with India. The release of these transcripts came only after the National Archives and Records Administration faced legal pressure. The National Security Archive had filed a lawsuit demanding faster declassification, ultimately leading to the public release of these historic records.